Hi, I'm Dylan from DB Carpentry. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the 5-speed bench drill press from Central Machinery from Harbor Freight Tools. A great drill press at a great price. There's a lot to love about the fact of this drill press. This drill press will average on $80 when it's on sale. I got mine for about $66 with a coupon that I used from Harbor Freight. Always shop on Google and search for coupons for Harbor Freight because they always have a 20% coupon that's out there, and it's going to save you a lot of money on your machine too. Now for $80, you can't go wrong for this drill press. This is an 8-inch drill press, which has a nice drilling depth. It has a 2-inch spindle stroke as far as your stop can go. It does have a work light. The key feature on this work light that I just love is the fact that its switch is independent. On most machines, you'll find that when you turn your machine on, the light will come on with it. And I like the fact that it's on its own switch. You can have it on or off during your drilling or machining process. This is a 5-speed, and your belt changing is up here in the top mechanism. Changing the belts aren't the easiest, but it can be done. I haven't changed my speeds yet. I left it on the factory speed that it came on, and that seems to be working just fine for me. This is a nice, solid, heavy-duty steel cast iron machine. It's durable. It does have some weight to it, but that's not an issue. I do recommend you mounting the machine to a workbench or a work surface so it doesn't fall off or fall over. I do believe it's a 3/4 horsepower motor. I could be wrong on that. I'm not exactly sure. Another great feature about this is the adjustable table. And the table also tilts 45 degrees left and right. You will need to use a 3/4 inch wrench, which is not included. I don't know why they couldn't just stamp out a wrench to give you, but it's not included, so you will have to use one to adjust your angle. Something else that I'm not fond of with this is the fact that lowering and loosening up your table, you have to loosen up a bolt on this lever and raise it up and down. It's not like a traditional drill press that you'll see, to where you have a hand crank and it automatically goes up and down by itself. Now another con that I didn't find that I liked about this was the fact that it's an 8-inch drill press. I built myself a drill press table, which I'll show here in a bit, and I wasn't capable of drilling in a 2x4 when using my Forstner bits, or spade bits, due to the fact of the length. So what I did to compromise and make this a little bit taller is over here you'll have your 2 machine screws that you'll put your mount post on to mount it to this post. I took mine off and realized that I had about 2.5, 3 inches of post that's stuck up here in the machine that holds it in place. So I actually took this completely off, mounted my one machine screw end to where it would stop this from going up any higher, and then I have my post pillar mounted about, I'd say about 1 inch up. So if you can see this mark scratching line here where my finger's at, it's where the drill press used to sit. So my drill press is about 1 inch to 1.5 inches taller than it used to be, which can maximize your cutting depth and drilling depth on your machine, which is something you might want to think about. Now when you get this, assembly is quite simple. You will have to connect the post to your base, attach your table to the post, and mount your machine to the top and connect your handles. But everything else is included and set up and all ready to go. The light on this does come with a light bulb. It says in the description on harborfreight.com, although the light bulb is not included, but it did come with one. Your spindle speeds are 760 to 3070 RPMs, which is a nice key speeds to use with your drill press, whether you're doing slow machining or fast machining. This will drill through wood, metal, and plastic, and I will drill through some wood later in this video. It does have a nice power cord length, which is a plus for when you're in a small, compact space and don't have any outlets nearby. I actually have mine tied up with some cable ties so it doesn't get in the way of my machine. And if you are looking to buy this drill press, I do recommend it. If you're going to be using this drill press every day and building yourself a drill press table, it may not be a drill press for you. But I don't have any flaws that I don't like about this drill press. I mean, for the price, you can't complain. Now here's the drill press table that I built for mine, which I'll have a separate video on that I'll do after this video. Because a lot of people will build the drill press table to use and mount on their machine with a nice fence and movable stop block. And that can be a great key feature, so you don't have to worry about putting in backer boards and that sort of thing when drilling. So let's go ahead and drill some pieces of wood. I'm going to be drilling a piece of 1/2-inch ply and into a 2x4 a drill bit. But before we get started, if you plan on buying this, I do recommend picking up your drill bit set from Harbor Freight Tools. For about 13 to 16 bucks, you can get a nice drill bit set like I have here, and that is a nice set. I believe this came from Drill Master. This is an all-wood drill bit set. They do make sets that are smaller that are about 4 bucks for wood and metal. I picked up this set here for metal use. I don't drill through metal a lot, but when I do, it's nice to have a nice set of drill bits for that purpose. So let's go ahead and drill into my 2x4. I'll make a couple holes for you guys. You can see that there's no holes already in this board. Be sure to wear your safety glasses and always read and follow and understand your machines and manuals before usage and operation. As you can see, drilled it like butter in a piece of cake. Now let's go ahead and head over to our 1/2-inch piece of plywood and see how that machines out. As you can see here, my table is small, so I will use its backer board. Drilled it like butter, no tear on the back. If you do plan to drill a lot of small items, a drill press vise may be your way to go. Harbor Freight will also sell you a centering jig that you can use for round objects such as PVC, steel conduit, dowels, and anything that's round, which I will purchase for this because that's a nice jig to have. Now this is a keyed chuck that comes with a key, and the instructions does not tell you how to install your chuck. Which I don't know why they would include that, but how you do it, because it's not connected, that's another thing you do have to install on your machine. You will just receive the chuck, and you will have to mount it onto your tubing, your spindle that drives from the motor. It just simply snaps right on, but it may fall off. So I took a mallet to mine, a rubber mallet, and gave it about 3 nice taps, and it's on there pretty tight, and it hasn't come off yet. So that's pretty nice. And I do wish there was a place to store your key on the side. On the Ryobi drill press, there is a little snap that holds your key on the side, because that would be nice. Because I've come close to losing my key a few times. But what I've done to simplify that on mine is, if you can see up here on top of my drill press, I have a wood blank. I'll go ahead and take the camera out and show you guys that. If you can see here, I have a wood blank on the top of my drill press. I use that mainly for sanding drums and storing my glasses right now. I can drill more holes to add more bits if I would like. Now over here on this side, I have a piece of 2x2 that's beveled at 33 degrees that I keep to hold all my spade bits, because those didn't come in a case. And I drilled an extra hole here to store my key, so I won't have any possibility of losing it. And let's go ahead and take a 360 tour of the drill press. It's nice, compact, it's got a nice color design, and will look great in any workshop. Another thing I want to mention too, before I go, is this light. People said that in the reviews on Harbor Freight that the light was loose, but that wasn't a big deal to them. Now, my light did come loose, but I solved the issue. You can certainly straighten your light completely out, as I'm doing now, and simply just twist your light, and it will start to tighten up. You could also try taking out your two screws here on the side that hold your independent switch for the light. Possibly there might be a nut inside that you can adjust and tighten up, so you won't have that issue. Now, if you do want to change belt speeds, you will need to loosen this knob here and pull your machine in to loosen your belt. You can find further instructions and tips on how to do that on harborfreight.com on the products page and download the manual PDF, or use the manual that came with your machine. And again, I'm Dylan from DB Carpentry. Be sure to find me on Facebook at facebook.com/db3carpentry, on Twitter at easywoodwork, on the web at dbcarpentrynv.com. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube so you don't miss an update, and shop all cool items on onestopcarpentryshop.etsy.com. The links will be below, and thank you for watching another tool review.